Are we going? And you know, when I show you my cosmetic ingredients and when I show you my creams, that's one part of my personality. This is another part of my personality. This is my toys. Cheers. Tonight I have decided to start my another vlog in this kind of cozy setup at home, and I was debating in my mind, should I do it today or should I wait a few days? Because I will tell you one thing, my plan wasn't to start a vlog in this like really easygoing setup. I plan way more things for you, maybe to update you with my recent makeup routines, show you something interesting, maybe show you something girly, and things got interrupted by my allergic reaction. So I decided to speak of that because maybe for some of you, maybe this information will be quite good for a future record if you ever have anything familiar what happened to me. So you know that recently I have been sharing a lot about the products that I'm trying to incorporate into my routine, and I have been talking a lot about Allergic Skin Peptide Growth Serum. I just recently got my hands on Dr. Barbara Sturm hyaluronic acid serum, and I still love it. I still love Allergic Skin, but I have tried a few other products, and since I don't know where the allergic reaction came from, I don't want to just expose the products yet. I might do in the end of this video if by the end of the week I'm gonna find out what was about. So basically yesterday night I tried one product to incorporate in my routine that was already my routine for a past month, and besides that, a Dr. Barbara Sturm hyaluronic acid serum was quite new, but with that I had zero reaction. So the new product was another serum, and since that didn't go well, this morning I woke up feeling a little bit sensitive around the neck. It's not something that I feel completely uncomfortable, but definitely you can spot a rash. I don't know how close I should go, but like my skin is irritated, my face is irritated, and it doesn't feel right. So you have to understand that this is a very common thing, and when you keep switching routines as I do, it's not something that we recommend to the patients. Usually once you get your perfect routine, you should stop switching the products, and this is my future plan. Once I set up my routine, I'm probably gonna be stopping like trying a new skincare. I would let my probably makeup kind of discovery to continue, but with the skincare I want to be a little bit more persistent. And my first aid this morning was just Avene Cytoplast cream, which is like amazing. I'm gonna share the link about this cream because I think it's just a first aid for like disrupted skin barrier. But there is a simple another simple version of cream that you can use is Flambre La Roche-Posay B5 as well. It's a great option if you're experiencing something similar as I do. So my reaction was pretty mild. It wasn't like, you know, something crazy, but if I would be applying still the actives, and since I don't know which one product kind of didn't like got in a friendship with the products that I already used, I don't want to continue that. So guys, about my evening. So since everything turned out not the way I planned, I have decided just to be a simple everyday woman and kind of share that part of me. And my evening is right now just waiting until my husband comes back after work, and I am planning just to make something like a very simple meal for both of us. We are making steaks tonight with some fresh baby potatoes that I just got at the farmer's market, and all the veggies are from the farmer's market. And I'm gonna tell you one thing, I am not a big cook. And if you trust me in skincare, don't trust me in cooking, because I'm like, I think saying I'm not a big cook is like a very soft version. I think I'm terrible in it. What can I say? Like my sister, she's amazing in cooking. She's just like such a caring person when it comes to like cooking, making everybody happy, and like she's like such a mommy material. I call her mommy material, and I'm not. I'm more like entrepreneurship, businesswoman, reading books, like trying to improve myself. I don't know, makeup, skincare. I love cleaning. Like, you know, if you would ask me what do you love to do at your home, definitely not cooking. It's definitely cleaning. So I love cleaning house if I'm not rushing anywhere. And let's say I have a full day for cleaning. I love doing cleaning. Like, I love that. That's my thing. And I love just to put things in places and stuff like that. But when it comes to cooking, first of all, I don't have a single idea what to cook. I have to follow the recipe. So this time my sister, she just gave me a few guidelines of what to follow, and this is what I'm gonna do. Another part of us, my husband works at a hotel, and obviously they have amazing restaurants, so they have opportunity to eat at a hotel. And same as if I'm back in Lithuania, I can eat at a hotel or just like ask the team just make me a meal for work. It makes the life easy, and I'm not gonna like tell that, oh yeah, you know, like, you know, yeah, it makes the time easier because like life easier, because like cooking takes a lot of time. Even sourcing all the ingredients, finding what are you cooking, actual cooking, actual cleaning dishes. So I think this is just such a luxury that we have, and sometimes we do take it for granted. Definitely, as a human nation, we all take things for granted if we have them, you know, all the time in our lives. And I'm trying to keep reminding myself how lucky we are that we don't need to cook all the time, you know. But on some evenings when we just want to have something nice and easy, so usually I don't really, you know, look at the cookbooks, what to cook. We just eat the simple meals. And since I'm low in my ferritin, and since my husband loves meat, we're just eating steaks. So it's not gonna be anything fancy. I'm just gonna show you around what we're doing, and we're gonna go through this like allergy together until we get back to our girly stuff. I usually love to get my things ready and then just don't have too many hours spent in cleaning all of that mess. But today we're just cooking a simple steaks, and we will be having, I think, a T-bone steak, but I have removed the bone because it's easier to cook, let's say for me, and making it 2 pieces. We're gonna have those baby potatoes, and my sister, she gave me a tip that if you want to do a baby potatoes, you just like scrub them, but you don't actually peel them. They clean. I removed all the bits and parts, and before you put them into the oven, they have to be kind of dry if you want them to be crispy, because if they're gonna be wet, then they're not gonna get crispy. Steaks, a good olive oil, just some garlic. I just prepped this for a baby potatoes. That's just a garlic, fresh rosemary, good quality olive oil, salt and pepper. We're gonna put that on the baby potatoes before we put that into the oven. We're gonna cook the steak on olive oil. I'm gonna be using this one for cooking, and there is a company in Lithuania that they source really amazing olive oils. So I have placed a huge order, and I got a lot of different olive oils, one for cooking, one for salad. Apparently this is like some winner of olive oil. And I'm gonna be cooking steaks on a good olive oil. Believe me, it makes such a difference. And in the end, I usually put a little bit of butter, garlic, and rosemary, and then that's it. I just cook in a simple way. And then what we're gonna have just fresh tomatoes from the local farmers market. They all organic and stuff like that, and we're just gonna eat them again with a little bit of basil, olive oil, and fresh balsamic. And yeah, that's, guys, just a simple meal, you know. This thing I can cook. More than that is not my thing. Honestly, I just cannot be in the cooking. I need like a proper cooking lesson, because otherwise I'm just not good in it. Guys, before I start cooking, I was thinking, should I share with you a very interesting fact? And myself, I am a really big YouTube channels lover. So it's not like I only film YouTube and I don't watch YouTube. There is one fact about me: I don't watch TV, and it's been probably already almost like probably 10 years that I don't watch TV at all. Sometimes my friends or my sisters laughing that I don't know how to put the official TV channels. You know, I know how to put on Netflix, Disney Plus, Apple Plus, but YouTube, but the actual TV channels I don't watch. And I have been a really big supporter of YouTube channels for years, and there is few people that I really love to follow, and it can be fashion, it can be beauty, it can be health related, but there is one guy, I think he is from United States, I believe so, but he's based in United States, and he's like independent journalist who is filming a really interesting topic. So speaking of olive oil, I just saw a really interesting video with Johnny Harris, or I think he's John Harris. Yeah, I think he's John Harris. We will double check. And he made an amazing video about olive oil. And apparently olive oil was a huge scam and crime in Italy. So you know all about amazing benefits of great olive oil, all the polyphenols, and how it really can affect your health. And it was a massive thing, a massive scandal once they catched in Italy that there was, I think, a manufacturer or a company that they were claiming that they are selling the extra virgin, most quality olive oil to the restaurants, to the shops, and everywhere around the world, claiming that them olive oil is super organic, clean, 100% extra virgin, and that was just a simple oil with a dye. And he was creating this video about how many scams like that happen in Italy, because it's so much easier probably to make money from fake olive oil than probably drugs, because how much is unregulated. So watch that video. I'm not gonna repeat the video, but it's very, very interesting video. So since then I am looking at the olive oils at the stores in a very different ways, because like it's sometimes extra virgin olive oil for 8 pounds. How come? So sometimes we buy olive oil from a specific olive oil map, where the olive oils have all their certificates, all the proof, and it's usually a small pharmacist. And what was very interesting, that I think one of these olive oils from a small village in Italy, but it was created by a doctor who was a cardiologist, and he knew the benefits of the olive oil, and he created a really extraordinary olive oil. I have many bottles. I got one for cooking, one for salad, one for another thing, and I think one of them right now I cannot find which one was created by a doctor who's a cardiologist, and he really knows the benefits of the oil. So you know, if you're looking into your health seriously, and if you have high cholesterol, as I do, I think for us a good quality olive oil is worth investing, and seed oils is something that we should consider not having in our routines and in our plates. So back to the cooking. I'm not gonna show you the whole process because it's not gonna be much, but guys, this is just a simple life. This vlog is just a simple life. I love how the rosemary smells. I really love it on everything, with the steak, with the potatoes. So basically we just put this on the potatoes. We're gonna massage it in and put it into the oven. But this is not a cooking vlog, so ignore whatever I do because I have no clue what I'm doing. But when I cook, I enjoy it. This is something that is just challenging me. And I feel very proud when I do something good, you know, when something works out. So back in the days when I was like much younger, I used to love baking pies. I think that comes from my sweet tooth. So baking pies was my thing. Not anymore, since we have enough problems with sugar. Okay, we leave the potatoes to sink in. Meanwhile, somebody really wants to go outside, is giving me a little sad face. Are we going? She's black, so I usually lose her in the dark. And she loves to sniff everything. You love to sniff. You know what I thought? That I have never shown you my clinical setting. How do I work? You know me, I work 1 week in London, 1 week in Lithuania, and I rotate like that. People always ask me, do I get tired? Guys, of course, I'm a human being. I do get tired, but I think for me, this part of the Gemini wins, because I'm speaking a lot about these signs, you know, but I'm a true believer that there is a part of personality that needs to be complete. And I think my part of personality is that I get bored very easily. I have to be always, you know, not kind of entertained, but I always have to have some challenges. I always have to have some goals. This is probably what you see how I reflect in my channel. Like sometimes I'm trying Pilates, sometimes I'm trying biomechanics, then I'm trying to do gluten-free diet for 2 weeks, then I'm cutting off sugar, then I'm cutting off coffee, then coffee is back, then alcohol is out. This is just me. My people, my close friends, they know me. And I think that helps at my work, because honestly, I never get bored with this work. I love how many like interesting and loyal clients I have through those years. So we're gonna get the area ready. I work with an assistant in Lithuania, because in Lithuania I have a pretty busy schedule. So my assistant, she helps me to clean the patient's makeup with the numbing cream. She helps me with some syringes, and that makes it very helpful. And in UK, since I work for my independent owned practice, it's a little bit different. I'm still like growing my business, and you know that I had a clinic. If you want to see like my story, you can go back to the videos where I spoke about that a lot. But right now, we're just gonna get ready for the day. Just bringing all of my favorite products that we're gonna be working today. It's gonna be a lot of lips today. It's gonna be a lot of skin rejuvenation treatments. This is one of the products that I absolutely love. This is the amber acid. If you don't know about the treatments, you have to follow my Instagram, where I explain more about what each procedure does. And of course, the winner. I do them all the time. We are using a really huge range of products, and that's not only what we are using. It's gonna be way more, but first of all, what I do in the morning, I just make everything so handy, you know, for myself. And you know, when I show you my cosmetic ingredients and when I show you my creams, that's one part of my personality. This is another part of my personality. This is my toys. This is my needles. And yeah, guys, a clinical setup is almost done. When my assistant comes, she cleans everything. She makes it all sterile. So we create a sterile field. But in the morning, we just make everything just nice in places. We have amazing Morphosate and Lumecca device. I had it done myself. I had it done 3 procedures of Morphos, probably 6 of Lumecca. Absolutely loved it. Roberta, she's the best in Morphos and Lumecca. I think She's the best in Lithuania, and she is just the best person who ever touched my face with any devices. Roberta is my sister. It is a bit sad, guys, that I cannot film you how do I usually work, because maybe for some of you who are really scared of any clinical environments, you would change your mind and you would see how comfortable usually people feel and how cozy we are in this room. You have to really find your practitioner, your medical practitioner, as well, by having a gut feeling. There's so many doctors around the world and nurses, and they're all amazing, but you have to find your own. It is something about the personality that sometimes clicks in or it doesn't. I truly believe that that plays a huge role as well. It kind of has to be that your personal taste in aesthetics matches, because otherwise you will definitely have issues. What a day, what a busy day. Such a busy day today. We had so many clients from abroad, and this is my summers. Usually I just sold my summers to my clients from the rest of the world. Usually a lot of American clients, they come into Europe to have a Europe time, Europe holiday, and they plan at the same time visit with me. I cannot feel my back. Oof. I feel like a grandma. I'm going home after this, guys. There is just one of those days when there is nothing left to say. Oh, maybe there is something. I had a really interesting case for lips. It was like a very, very interesting lip case. I had these lips cases before, but it was something like you have to have a really high professional skill to treat the client with this lip. Feel grateful, honestly feel grateful for people choosing me. Like literally no words. I'm going home, bye. Good morning, guys, from another day and from another place. This is London, as you can see, with my favorite coffee. I am running to gym and I don't have much time to complete my morning routines, so everything feels a little bit rushed. Guys, I'm quickly running back to home to get ready for work. And you know what I wanted to say in this short kind of story, that I think the most important thing when it comes to your workout, to your health and wellness and gym routine is, I hope you can hear me right, is just to show off. And by meaning show off, just to show at your selected workout place. Let's say in my case, I do gym sessions, yeah. Sometimes I go do Pilates, sometimes do some spinning classes, or sometimes I just go, like today, having only 40 minutes to do a simple full body workout or a simple upper body workout as I did today, because in the evening I will be having a Pilates class after work. So I just went there in the morning with my coffee, collected already almost 4,000 steps, around 3.5, and then had a very quick workout, which was not too hard, so I still have enough energy just to work and just to have a full day of patients. And in the evening, hopefully, if all my schedule gonna go smoothly, I can go back and just to enjoy my Pilates class. You might feel like, why the hell she goes twice to the gym? Because my social life, when I'm on those weeks when I'm working, is kind of not existing, because I love to have a routine. So I work out, I do my thing, I get ready, food, family, work, home, Pilates, and I go to bed. I cannot, afford having a sleepless night or having less hours of sleep, because I have to be very much present for the people who trust me within paces. And by buying a procedure, by selecting a procedure, selecting me, they are like selecting me to be them health provider, because if I would be not in shape, not feeling my best, how come I can give them the best treatment that they are expecting for? So that's my life. When I'm on holiday, you usually see different story of me. You see other Gemini who is enjoying life, sometimes staying late, sometimes having a glass of wine and champagne. So this is the life I have chosen. This is a profession I have chosen, and it has to be this way. So my coffee is so hot. This is the second cup of coffee. I am almost home. I have one more plan, because Sunday I am joining a very interesting event. I'm going for, let's say, a community walk. So I wanted just to buy a set of activewear. Since I don't have enough, so why should I not buy a second one? You know. Okay, guys, I'm almost home, and see you later. Do you want to see how a real multitasking looks like when you have only a few minutes before work? And by the way, these builder guys are killing me and my nerves for all summer. They doing some works in one of the flats that are behind me, and yeah, so I don't mind being at work, because being at home, anyways, I wouldn't concentrate. Guys, it's not going to be a makeup tutorial video, but it's going to be a short disclaimer, because a lot of you have asked me why you don't use Victoria Beckham foundation anymore. So I want to come back to you and tell, I do use my Shiseido Revitalizing Skin Glow foundation, because it's amazing. It's very easy to apply on anything. When it comes to Victoria Beckham foundation, I mentioned many times that Victoria Beckham foundation is amazing for dry skin, but it has its own way how to apply it. So if you're applying Victoria Beckham foundation, I highly recommend for you to not overdo your skincare routine. So let's say I just put a little bit of Barbara Sturm serum and following with an under eye cream and SPF. If you're gonna do a really long skincare routine journey that you apply a lot of different layering, and then you're gonna continue with foundation, everything gonna start to kind of, you know, peel off. So today I'm applying Victoria Beckham one, and I love this foundation. Nothing changed. I'm still using Fairlight. This is a color number 3, and yeah, I love this. I love this. This is like my go-to if I want to have like a makeup in a 10 minutes. And since I am rushing at the same time, I am watching YouTube video.
H. pylori, when you get the infection, will suppress what we call
H. pylori. So you finally know what's happening in my world. So I got tested positive by an inhalation test. Nothing that I can tell you right now, because I'm gonna have few other tests. I'm gonna have probably a test when they taking a little biopsy from my stomach. I'm planning to do that when I will be having my time off in August. And right now I'm just looking into multiple information resources, because a lot of people are sharing them stories with me how they ended up with antibiotics few times and they cannot achieve good results. And I have a lot of people who took the holistic approach. And you have to know something about me, that since I am in a medical background, it doesn't mean that I only support one way or no another. I am always very much into collecting as much information as possible before taking a decision. So this is something about me, and I might definitely, if my gastrologist gonna recommend me to take antibiotics, I will do so. But before that, I want to know about this. I want to read about this. I want to hear people's experiences and opinions. So I'm sharing this quite openly, and you probably hear about this more in the next vlog, because right now nothing much to say. I'm still at this point where I'm trying to find out what is it and what is going on. And do I need to just jump on antibiotics as fast as possible, or still I have some time to figure out what is the best way for me? It has been a very, very busy July, and I feel that I deserve that time off of the year in August so much. And it's gonna be a first time in my life when I will be not working in August in London. So now I decided just this August, I'm gonna work on my health. I'm gonna work on my projects. I'm gonna come back to all of my clients definitely refreshed and rested. And it doesn't mean that we're not gonna communicate, you and me, in this together. You're probably gonna see what I'm doing in August, how I'm taking my time off, what is the type of rest that I'm taking this year. And in the end of the August, for the past 2 weeks, we, with my team, planning to take time off from the social media. By saying time off from social media, we mean by filming YouTube vlogs, because you know that I don't edit these vlogs. People who work with me, they help me to do that. And they are people and they need to rest and they need to be refreshed for a new season. They need to spend some time with them, families and friends. So we planning to have 2 more vlogs for the first 2 weeks of August, so 2 Sundays, and then for second 2 Sundays we all gonna rest. You're gonna see me on Instagram obviously, so that's why if you're scared of missing out, you can follow me on my Zinc Skin Instagram. So me and my team right now speaking, what would be the best context kind of to close the season. So if you have any ideas, please comment, because we're thinking of doing one long video of me answering all of your questions that you want to know, maybe something more personal, maybe something about that you never asked me or you were too shy. We are thinking of like a little bit like explaining all year situation, what we achieve and what is new waiting for us in the new season. I feel that I really would love to hear what you would love to get from us, and that helps us a lot. Like when I'm filming myself, when I'm speaking with you, when I'm doing my makeup, it just feels so natural. But I don't want you to get bored with all of this, you know, just a basic daily life. So I feel like I can bring way more value to you guys when it comes to my profession, maybe something I know, maybe some information that is difficult to get. So I'm here for you, and you tell me what do you guys would love to hear. So I want to thank you so much for being this week with me, and I always love how you write me that you love that it's not like always just like, you know, beauty, or always just fashion, or always just health, or always just a leisure and lifestyle. I think that you love that you never know what you're getting, but at the same time I would love to hear what you would love to know. So see you in the next vlog, guys. I am rushing out to work and I'm rushing to kind of read your comments and suggestions, what you would love to see next time. See you, my loves. Cheers.